Hiya, and welcome back to Moonlight Castle. The game that teaches us that... Son of a bitch, I had something planned and I already forgot it. Shit. The game that teaches us that... Liam, just stop. Just stop, Liam. Go to bed. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Time for Mr. Meow Meow. Woo! Yeah. I did think that Russell had a better chance at getting the Lynx to speak up. However, there were a few doubts in my mind that only the spotted feline himself would be able to clear. Adjust my microphone. Right there. Yay! I didn't want to miss the chance. I'm going after him. The bull stepped aside and I was about to chase after Liam. Are you seriously going to go after him? Well... it really felt like I was betraying Ryan. But that wasn't true at all. I just needed to hear the truth from Liam, and I had to do it on my own. Ryan, remember what we had to talk about earlier? Clearly, the bear still had disapproval of my decision. However, as soon as he heard the bull's words, he dropped his attempt to convince me not to go. I didn't mean to. Go, Joel. You're probably more suited than me to understand the situation, understand the others in the group. Meanwhile, I'm going to give Ryan another little piece of advice. But it's Liam we're talking about. Come on! He could have chosen to go with anybody else. You can't decide for Joel. The fact he allowed you to do so is different from you trying to make the decision yourself. I heard too much. Hurriedly, I gripped my hat, pulled it down a little, and raced my feet upstairs where Liam had gone. Liam? Are you there? My gut was telling me not to raise my voice too high, and once I reached an intersection, I didn't know which way to go anymore.
Here.
Reluctantly, the lynx popped out of one of the hallways and revealed himself to me. I thought he might have done it out of pity. I caught up with him, and we walked into the hallway together. One of the doors in the hallway led us to an empty room. There was nothing in the room other than another door that Liam seemed eager to open. Is it locked? He inspected it for a moment before he sat himself on the floor in front of it and brought out tools from his bag.
Yes, it is.
That was terribly awkward, and I couldn't get myself to start any proper conversation with him without feeling that I'd upset him again.
Hand me the pliers.
He extended his paw toward me, and he was waiting for me to do what he asked. As much as I didn't want to assist him, I complied. Pliers. I passed more tools to him as I watched him fiddle with the lock for a bit, but then...
Ugh!
He dropped the tools and banged his head on the door.
What's wrong with this place?
Hey, don't do that! I tried to console him and make myself more useful by gathering all the items he'd used and placed them back inside the bag. However, seeing that, he laughed at me, mockingly.
What are you doing? What do you want?
I'm worried about you. Ever since we stepped inside this castle, you've been... I don't know.
Are you trying to show sympathy? How cute. Are you like Clyde? Pretending to care only to get what you're looking for? Honestly, I prefer a more straightforward approach, like the one Blake has.
Huh? I don't understand. Did they do something to you? He grunted and took the bag out of my hands.
Whatever. Let's just drop it and check the hallway again. This room is busted.
Liam got up, and as he was about to head out, I grabbed his arm to make him stay. I didn't want to stop him, but I thought he'd ignore everything I was about to say if I didn't stop him. Can we talk first? Please?
We can't! We are wasting time. I need to keep going.
He kept facing the exit as he answered me without bothering to turn around. Liam, no, stop. You have to slow down and talk to me, and the others. There are so many questions that I want to ask, that we want to ask, and only you have the answers to them.
Based on what they did, I could kind of figure out what they wanted, but you too? I haven't seen you do anything. I don't know why you're even here with me right now. I don't really get what it is that you want from me.
I tightened my grip on his arm and pulled it so hard that he turned to face me. I want you. Phrasing. Joel, baby girl, Joel. Phrasing. That could be taken in so many different ways. Eyes widened, Liam stared at me in disbelief. That came out wrongly, didn't it? Not in that way. Nice save, Joel. I just want you to be yourself. I want to see the real you. I thought that would fix it and end any potential misunderstandings. However, it seemed I was wrong. Both of us were increasingly getting flustered as we kept eye contact.
Just follow me.
We left the room and returned to the hallway. I was having an internal crisis as I thought about what I'd said to him. He didn't say a word, and somehow it made me feel even more awkward. I wanted to just disappear.
Get out of your hat.
Reluctantly, I obliged, and he placed his paw on another door's knob. His face appeared to be a little calmer, and then a clicking sound was heard from the door.
Aha!
It appeared we'd found another room to explore. The room we entered reminded me of my bedroom, except that it was full of dust and surrounded by walls that had been rotting for hundreds of years. Liam dug around the room only to find trash and garbage.
We have to go deeper.
Breathing in the dust, he coughed as he moved toward a door on the other side of the room. I avoided touching stuff in the room that might produce puffs on contact. There was already enough poison in the air, and it'd do no good to either of our lungs. I'm so glad I have no allergies.
Joel, pass me the screwdriver.
I looked through the contents of his bag and wondered if I'd made any progress at all. Can I ask you something?
About the castle?
Maybe.
Don't bother. You won't believe what I say anyways.
I will, if you give me the chance to listen like how I gave you the chance to speak. Oh, hiya. Oh, nice. Nice. I shoved my hand holding the screwdriver right in his face, making sure that he wouldn't miss it.
Easy for you, huh? None of them will let me speak, but they'd simply trust you and listen to whatever you had to say.
Doesn't that make me the perfect person you should tell the truth to? They'd listen to what I had to relay to them.
Oh my god! You're so annoying!
I'm just trying to help you. Can't you do the same and help me? What am I talking to, a lynx Dylan? Liam paused lockpicking and turned his face to look at me.
Swear to me. Right now.
Oh, thank you. Swear what? That'll be there for you?
That you won't tell anyone about what you're about to hear. Not even a soul needs to know.
I hesitated, and I knew I shouldn't have. I thought about my other friends, and I thought it'd be unfair to them.
You took too long.
Lynx turned away and resumed his work. I freaked out a bit, as I thought I'd lost my only opportunity to understand the situation. I swear! Please tell me! A click was heard as Liam was listening to my plea, and his hands were away from the lock, which meant the door was unlocked by itself. What? I reached for the doorknob and held it so tight that it couldn't be turned. I didn't know what to do. Not even a single thought in my head at the time was rational. Then swiftly Liam went to his bag and pulled out his cleaver, the same cleaver I'd seen yesterday, and quietly he told me to let go of the handle and move aside so that he could ambush whoever was on the other side. I was genuinely afraid of what was about to happen, and seeing that Liam was really about to try and hurt someone in order to defend us, it injected me with a rush of adrenaline. No! Oh damn, you ready to kill a bitch, right? I pushed the door and opened it myself.
Don't!
As the door was opened, Liam pulled me back and pushed me out of the way so that he could stand between me and the doorframe. He was holding his knife up and readying himself in a stance to defend me against potential harm from the other side. And I was on the floor, watching him stand there, still, for a few seconds that felt like an eternity. I don't think that's illegal. Or offensive. I mean, I won't do that. Yeah, Amethyst, I don't do that. To each their own, though. You do you, man. You do you. Fettuccine is a type of pasta. Yeah, I already read that. Eventually, he stepped forward to take a peek through the tiny gap of the half-open door, and luckily, nothing came. We were alone all along. Lynx dropped his knife on the floor, and slowly I put myself back together and approached him from behind. Both of us were mentally exhausted. We're safe.
Apparently, yeah.
Why did you do that?
Shut up! I need a moment.
I sighed, and I helped him sit on a bed in the room. That was pretty messed up. We weren't quite sure about how we should talk about it.
Did you feel anything when you were holding the door?
No, if there really was someone, they didn't try to get in.
Then you had no reason to panic like that.
You were holding the knife! You wanted to hurt them, and I couldn't let you do that!
It was self-defense! You can't stay quiet after unlocking a door. You identify yourself.
Maybe they didn't hear us? We don't know what happened.
That's impossible. If they didn't know we were there, then why did they run away afterward?
It doesn't matter. I had to stop you from doing something stupid.
You could have been killed! Don't you understand? If someone was waiting on the other side, you'd be dead.
And I'm supposed to accept that you'd kill another person just to protect me, or worse, that you could get killed? Fuck you, Liam. How am I supposed to be fine with that?
It's only fair that I would. I was the one that put you in this situation, so I should be the one on the front line.
No, you weren't. I agreed to be here. Though I guess I didn't take into account the real danger and just hoped that nothing would happen. Liam laughed, and it was more of a nervous laugh than any other kind.
It's kind of funny. You looked like you had doubts, but you never actually doubted me.
What do you mean?
The door! I could have had it already unlocked, and I could have been simply pranking you with it. I could have been lying about thinking that someone else might be on the other side. You could be playing into my hands even right now.
I believe you.
You what?
I'm keeping the promise. I won't hesitate. I believe you. Yep.
It could all be a lie. I could be acting.
I was looking at you. I saw the expression you had. Nobody could ever lie with such fear in their eyes.
Are you really going to believe that the door unlocked itself? Are you not going to question me at all?
That's enough. I've given you my answer, and I'm not going to change it. Liam took off his glasses and covered his eyes with both hands. And then he sniffled. God damn! God damn! At this point, Liam, you need a hug. Like, fuck everything else. You need a hug, my man. Liam experiences real friendship for once. Joel is just that bitch. God damn! Liam, do you need a hug, man? Liam. How about this? As friends, we're going to go. We are going to skip class. We're going to get ice cream. And then
It's
we're going
time to
to
drink
go
water.
raid a car.
It's time to drink water.
So, Liam, baby,
It's time to drink water.
just
It's time to drink water.
stay you.
Believe me. You really do.
I sat there in silence and waited for him to regain his composure. I didn't want to risk upsetting him further by making a comment. Do you have tissues in your bag? I'd prepared them for several scenarios, but I didn't think that me tearing up would be one of them. I see.
You remember what I said about the rumor of the castle?
That there's a curse, right?
Yeah. The people who've gone missing. One of them is my sister.
Now I understand why you were so hasty in coming here.
My family is absolute trash. They're all selfish pricks, and you know who wasn't like them? My sister. She was the only person in the world that understood me. We were inseparable. I loved her so much. She made my life in that house tolerable. No matter how shitty everything had become, we were always there for each other. My parents eventually kicked her out when they realized she wouldn't obey their orders, and after that, she disappeared. And she left nothing behind. I know that something happened. She never stopped texting me for no reason. I'm here to find her.
I assumed you've already tried the more traditional approach, so I'm just going to ask you why you believe that she's here. Liam stood up, he picked up the knife from the floor and pulled out the mask from his bag.
These were sent to me from an unknown sender a few months ago. A small note came with it, and it said that I'd find her with these. I did some research and found that the items in the room are matched.
How?
This better be the last time we see these fuckers die, 'cause I am sick and tired of seeing the same shit happened over and over again and it's getting old.
My guy. This is not the part where we see Liam die, assuming we see Liam die. This isn't the one. That's for a much later stream. When a new update releases. How? We've been looking around for a while, and I haven't seen anything that would connect the two together.
You're right. That's why I've been growing upset. We didn't find shit! Not even a single clue that could confirm whether or not she's here. A rumor says that some weird masked people holding similar knives hang out here.
And the door unlocked itself too. I was really going to piss myself there.
If the rumor is true, then I'm putting everyone in danger thanks to my stubbornness. They're not even aware of what they're in for, but there's just no other way.
Wait, slow down. You said you'd come here even if we didn't.
That was a lie. I wouldn't find this place on my own.
But you did, didn't you? You left the campfire alone and then dragged us here.
I'm going to tell you something. Don't freak out, okay?
Without confidence, I slowly nodded.
I've been this forest multiple times, and I've searched it for days and nights. However, I've never seen the castle until now. It materialized tonight when the group gathered here together. It seems there's a hidden factor that makes the castle appear, and it's something that I don't have.
I just stood there without words to say back to him. That was probably the hardest thing to digest among all the things he'd fed to me so far. Liam, I promise to believe you, and that means I'll have to acknowledge that this place is dangerous. It's not fair to continue to keep our friends in the dark when something bad could happen. And if it does, then I won't forgive you.
I know. I'll tell them everything. Then they can decide for themselves what they want to do.
My arms were shaking. I was holding them in place, yet I couldn't stop them from moving. The feeling never left me, and I was scared. So much scared. Then, gently, the lynx placed his hand on mine, and he grabbed it so that he could better understand how I felt. He didn't say a word, but the pained look in his eyes showed me the degree of guilt he was carrying.
You, too, need to think about it. This is an important choice. If you're not up for it, decline.
He saw right through me. He knew that I'd forced myself to agree just to make myself useful.
We're heading back. This place can't be explored without proper equipment.
Hang on. Let me check something. Yeah, Katz isn't here. Yeah, he's not here. No, I wasn't going to. I'm just saying, he's not here.
We're heading back. This place can't be explored without proper equipment.
Yes, let's go back. We need to get everyone out of here as soon as possible. We were on our way back, and that was when I was struck with a sudden headache.
What's wrong?
My head! It suddenly hurts like crazy! Barely, I managed to keep myself from collapsing on the floor.
Do you get these often?
Liam's expression showed more surprise than concern. But I could be mistaken, as I was having trouble trying to focus. No! I never had one this strong before!
You can lean on me while we walk. I'll ask about it in the lounge.
I wasn't really sure what the lynx meant, but the pain didn't allow me to think too much about it. Soon I noticed that the pain decreased as we got closer to the lounge, and it completely vanished when I saw our friends again. It looked like everyone was safe and sound and waiting for us to return. As always, all of their attention was directed at me, and I couldn't blame any of them. If I saw a friend looking like they were in pain as they stumbled toward me, I'd also freak out a little and rush in to see if action was needed. I just felt sad that nobody seemed to care about Liam. They didn't even acknowledge his presence at all, aside from the inclusion of his name when they asked me about the time I'd spent with him. How did it go? You look pale. I swear if Liam did something to you, I'm fine, Ryan. Yeah. I'm fine. I shushed the giant bear and immediately went for a hug, sinking into his soft and warm fur. I recharged my mental energy and got rid of all the worries I had. Alright. I'll ask later. Did you find anything interesting during your search, Blake? Nothing much. Dylan was running everywhere and always moving. You didn't let me check around that much.
I have an important announcement to make.
I moved myself away from Ryan so that I could pay attention to Liam. It was a moment of truth.
After discussing with Joel, I've decided that all of you should be informed about what's going on. Let's have lunch together one last time tomorrow so that we can all talk about it.
You got him to spill the beans? Well done! Honestly, I'm quite curious to know what kind of weird story he's going to put together this time. Liam didn't stay long. In fact, he was the first to walk out of the castle, right after he heard Ryan's comment. rain has cleared up. We can leave now. The bull was right, and I didn't even notice that the rain had stopped. Don't get too excited about it. He's just going to feed us more lies and mess with us. Oh, he knows what will happen if he tries. For now, though, everything is chill, and so I'm going to stick around with you guys a little longer. Guys, please. That's enough. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was tired, scared, and disappointed. Damn, why can't I stop fucking yawning? I agree with Joel. We're all exhausted, not in our right minds to speak about this matter right now. Let's not regret our actions by having unnecessary banter. Eat the yawns. Ow. Oh, wait. Let me get comfortable. Let me adjust myself. At first, at least Liam had seen it coming. Revealing the truth at the moment would have been a mistake, and it seemed he didn't get to ask me what he'd wanted to ask either. Slowly we made our way back to the car, and I felt relieved to be away from the castle. However, the fact that I couldn't say a word about what I'd learned was eating me from the inside. Hey, I'm a bit worried. You haven't talked at all since we left, and you're doing the face. I'm sorry, I know you're worried, but I can't say it yet. Can you wait until tomorrow? Liam will explain it to everyone. I hate to see you like this, though, if there's anything I can do, just tell me. I nodded at Ryan, and then looked at the rearview mirror. My eyes were glued to the reflection of my friend sitting in the back. Liam was fiddling with his phone, and it seemed he was focused on typing something. Even I began to wonder how much of what he'd said to me was true. He didn't lie to me, did he? I couldn't believe such a simple trip had turned out to become such a nightmare. This wasn't the kind of adventure I was looking for at all. Have some coffee. How could we put someone's life on the line just like that? I'd never be able to bear the thoughts of losing any of my friends. Just the idea that something could happen to Ryan, that alone was already enough to give me a terrible headache. Do you want something to drink? The bear caught me looking at him. No matter how many times I'd told him to keep his eyes on the road while he was driving, he'd still managed to look at me. A cup of water would help. Liam took the initiative and dug through our stuff in the back. Dylan complained about the lynx sliding the grill out of the way to reach the bags. Relax, he barely touched it.
Are you going to drive Joel home?
Liam handed over the cup of drink to me and almost spilled it on my face. The road was messy and our ride was a bumpy one. Yeah, why do you ask?
I want to give Joel something later, so I'm coming along. Don't make a fuss about it.
I'm not driving you home, though.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You know I live nearby. Just drop me on the way as close as you can. I swear I won't bite.
Ryan narrowed his eyes as he tried to focus himself on driving, and I could feel his anger toward the request. Whatever.
Joel, when you get home, make yourself some tea. It'll help you relax and relieve your stress. Chamomile is the best, but anything you have works.
I'll try. It was a long ride. We returned to Russell's and dropped most of our friends there. I said goodbye to all of them, and then I jumped into Ryan's car with Liam. Ooh, Ryan's pissed. You usually like to nap in the car, don't you? Aren't you tired at all? I was tired, but not physically. My body just refused to let go of my consciousness at the moment, and I didn't know how best to explain that to him. I'll sleep when I get home, hopefully. I took a longing look at my apartment as soon as it entered my field of vision, and then as the car was parked, I immediately got out of it and rushed to the door. Take care. The bear looked flustered. Maybe he was disappointed to see me leave in such a hurry. Liam exited the car and he moved fast to catch up with me before I could get inside. He dug into his pocket and took out an item to place in my hand. A ring? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god, Liam! God. My god, Liam! Liam! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No. We haven't been on a proper date yet! We haven't been on a proper date. So soon? I do. Yes! Yes, Liam, I will marry you! He quickly closed it so that Ryan wouldn't overhear us.
This ring is special. If you ever feel weird, put it on, and it'll help you. Trust me.
I can't take it. It looks important.
You're important too, idiot!
Oh my god! Oh my god. Just Till death to you, Liam. Till death do us part. Till death do us part.
You're important too, idiot.
He closed my hand so that I was holding the ring inside it and pushed it toward me. Okay, fine, I'll keep it.
You forgot to say goodbye to Ryan, and he's looking like he's about to cry.
No, Ryan, baby boy! Shit! I'd almost completely forgotten about the bear. Ryan, good night. Thank you for driving me home. Don't worry. Go and rest. You'll need it. I could see that he became much happier the moment I gave him a proper goodbye. The subtle sad noises he was making soon disappeared. Till no death for Joel, only death for Liam. Writing in your death note, no.
Good. You're free to go now. See you tomorrow.
I bid Liam a goodbye as well and then entered my apartment. You killed the Grim Reaper! Sitting on my bed, I spent time staring at the ring that Liam had given me. It looked old, but also well taken care of. It really looked like an important piece of jewelry. I didn't want to ruin it, so I put it on my shelf. I tried to sleep, but I just couldn't. My body simply didn't want to give up. I was so tired, yet it refused to let me rest. I got up to make some tea as per Liam's advice, but that also didn't help me. As I finished the tea, there was a knock on my door, which alarmed me even further. My sanity at the moment was already low, and hearing such a sound in the middle of the night did nothing but put me on edge. I made my way to the door and quietly took a look through the peephole. There was nothing. Nobody was there. I was taught not to open the door this late anyway, so I locked it. My mind flashed back to what Liam had said, and I stared at the ring once more. Did you know that this would happen? Hesitating, I slid the ring onto my index finger and I prayed that some sort of magic would put me out of my misery. However, nothing happened, of course. It was only a ring after all. I guessed I was really descending into lunacy. Somehow, for a moment there, I'd allow fear to take control over myself. Eventually, I was able to clear my mind of stupid thoughts and managed to fall asleep. I was so tired that I forgot to take off the ring. I might owe Liam an apology tomorrow. Day 3. Slowly, I regained consciousness. My brain felt numb. I could feel the warmth of the sunlight and made my bed much cozier than I could ever imagine. It was morning, wasn't it? I didn't feel like opening my eyes. I was ready neither to get up nor to leave the bed. I just wanted to get a little more sleep. The alarm hadn't gone off and Ryan hadn't called me. Surely I was allowed to remain still underneath the warm blanket and sink myself into the mattress. It was just so comfortable. I replayed in my head the events of yesterday and soon realized how messy of a train of thought they were. They were enough to slowly break my eyelids apart, and I was forced to sight my surroundings again. Pushed out of drowsiness, I became more aware and awake. A gentle breeze touched my almost naked body. Although I didn't remember doing that, it seemed I'd subconsciously dumped my clothes on the floor in the middle of the night out of habit. In spite of that, I just stared into nothingness, allowing the memories to flood my brain. Thank God everyone was safe. I genuinely feared the worst there for a moment. My head was pounding so hard back then. Like a drill straight into my skull. My mind flashed back right before bed, head staring at my door. Those weird sounds, voices, the knocks too. I slowly got up and made my way there, trying to make as little sound as I possibly could. Looking through the peephole, I found nothing, just me being afraid of something that may not exist at all. It's common to have strange sounds playing in the background in the walls, neighbors, wild animals, and it's easier to let it happen. Fuck! I jumped, caught off guard by the sudden ringing of my phone. My fear charged into anger and quickly faded into embarrassment. I swear to God, Ryan, it's too early for... I froze. The name displayed on the phone wasn't his, but rather Liam's. My hand reached out for it, answered the call, and before I could say anything, his voice roared across my room.
Hello! Good morning!
Liam! What the fuck? He was lucky I wasn't close enough to it and to stun me with his piercing scream.
Just doing my job.
Then get fired!
I'm self-employed. That's gonna be complicated. Should I stand in front of a mirror?
Can you tell me how?
What do you mean? You just walk to it and fire yourself.
You know what? Let me try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I think I have a mirror laying around somewhere. Yeah, I think I have a mirror. Wait, no, I don't. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm turning on the webcam. Just for this. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. You're fired. Nothing changed. I'm still here.
What do you mean? You just walk to it and fire yourself.
I wasn't going to fuel that conversation and decided to continue mine. I was scared. I think I still am. You, instead, you look fine. This is just another day to you.
Did you have any trouble sleeping tonight?
At first I did. I got the feeling someone was outside my door. That thought alone kept me awake just staring at it. Then I decided to wear the ring you gave me. Sorry about that. I didn't want to.
I literally gave it to you for that reason alone.
It doesn't matter. I'm not keeping something important to you on my finger like this. Turned on speakers, dropped my phone on a shelf, and attempted to slide off the ring. It wasn't coming off.
What's wrong?
I tugged, again, pulling harder and harder. I grunted and mumbled, giving it my best. It's stuck.
Damn! Did you get fat fingers?
I don't.
Just get some soap throughout showering. It should come off easily.
I don't have fat fingers.
Is that really what bothered you?
Everything you told me so far has been bothering me.
You're not being forced to join me. You have the choice of stepping away. Same thing for the others.
That's not a fair choice. He got sussing fingers, yes. You'd go again regardless of what I say. Our friends don't believe how dangerous this is and will blindly walk into danger.
You might not like my answer here, but I don't care. They don't believe me. It's on them.
Your lies, your constant mockery and harassment got them to distrust you. Is that really their fault? You were given multiple opportunities to make it right.
And that's fine. This is how it should be.
No, it's not. I'm going to teach you. We'll show everyone. Hello, still there?
Didn't you hear me? I said that's stupid.
Of course you'd say that, always trying to make me feel embarrassed. But yesterday after our talk, I felt like I caught a glimpse of the real you. Replaying that one in my mind got me to blush. Thankfully, no one was around to witness it. Damn, that really does sound stupid. You thought about it too, didn't you? When you refused to eat Clyde's dessert, you felt that too. For a little while, you wanted more. You wanted what we shared together. Otherwise, why would you force your way on our table all the time uninvited? Blake and Ryan always hated that. We rarely had a moment of peace. I chuckled, thinking about our first year together. He was an entertaining nuisance. I'm rambling now. Sorry.
You should shower. You're going to be late if you keep talking to me.
Shit, you're right. You're coming with me, though. I'm not done talking. I grabbed my phone and entered the bathroom. Letting the water run for a bit, undressed and ready to enjoy it.
You wouldn't say that to me if I were actually there.
Thanks for ruining the moment. I wouldn't invite anyone in the shower with me.
I wasn't saying that. Interesting thoughts you have.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Joel. Can we continue this discussion tomorrow? Just temporarily on hold so I have time to do other things first.
What things?
I'll tell you when we get there. Is that okay? Just one more day. That's all I need.
I mean, what can I say? This sounds very good to me. It gives me the impression you want to change things too. Fine, I'll wait. I continued showering and attempted to remove this damned ring. There's no way. This feels like glue.
Is it really not coming off?
Yeah, what should I do? I refuse to break it. That's not happening.
You're going to wrestle soon, right? I'll join you there. I need to check on something and see the ring myself.
This sounds like you got an idea. I'm down for it as long as there's no pain involved.
Can it be against the law, then? I'm just pulling your leg.
I walked out, dried my fur for a little bit, and fetched my clothes. I think I need to go. Ryan's most likely going to call soon. He doesn't need to know we talked.
He sounds suffocating, not gonna lie. Good luck with that. I'm gonna prepare as well. See you in a bit.
Call ended, but I still carried many questions for him that I didn't get to ask yet. My fears and worries didn't leave earlier. I wasn't going to change my mind that easily. I wouldn't let a second trip happen unless he's capable of proving the safety everyone needed. Providing the safety. It being dangerous wasn't a good start when it evolved into life-threatening, and that's worse. I'm not planning to die yet, neither are my friends. Better offer a good plan to change all that into safe to explore. My phone rang again, this time from the expected caller. Morning, I'm almost there. How are you feeling? Yesterday you got me all worried. Hey, Ryan, I'm doing great. Brand new. Full of energy. I'm happy to hear that. You'll find me outside soon. Take your time, though. Alrighty, be there in a minute. I ended the call, sighed, and jumped on my bed. The day just began, yet I was so exhausted already. No, I have to go. I freaked out the moment I realized I was about to fall asleep again and immediately got up. Keys in hand, locked the door, and downstairs I went, meeting Ryan next to the tree stump. Hopefully I won't have to lie too much. There you are. I'm glad you took it slow this time around. Yeah. I remember what you said. I did not. We call that a lucky coincidence. Ryan attacked me with a surprise bear hug the moment I sat down. It was a tight, warm embrace, and his little nubby tail was shaking. I'm sorry for scaring you yesterday. You're okay now. That's all I care about. He moved away, and I inhaled some extra oxygen. Ryan didn't realize how strong he actually was. I'm really hungry. What about you? What question is that? I'm always hungry. I also like seeing you getting more comfortable on this new routine we share. I never liked making my own food, but homemade stuff tastes the best. It is the best compromise. Ryan seemed happier now that I steered the conversation on things I knew he'd enjoy. Just needed to keep this going all the way to Russell's place. Hey, what's up? He quieted down, suddenly losing that positive energy I just gave him. This is a bad sign for me. He really wanted to talk about it, but struggled to start the conversation. I was thinking maybe we could... I had an argument with Liam yesterday night after you left. Oh. Fucking yawning. Let me get comfortable. There we go. I froze. Whatever silly excuse I was trying to come up with to break the conversation couldn't compete with this. It turned into a screaming match. The way he acts and treats people already pisses me off. But yesterday I lost it. Why? I didn't want to. He just provoked me. Called me names, dragged you into it. I think I'm done. I'm done with that guy. I don't want to see him again. I was left speechless. Him and I talked just a few minutes ago, and he didn't consider making me aware of this in advance. This whole thing is a joke. I'm tired of dealing with him. I'm tired of seeing him hurt my friends. What was I supposed to say to that? He's not wrong. I don't want to go against him either. My plan of correcting Liam's behavior was coming a little too late to matter. If you have something to say, spit it out already. Don't hide it from me. Are you going to leave? I thought about it. I haven't decided. Your choice will hurt, regardless of what it will be, because I can't follow you yet. I had a feeling you'd say that. I'm sorry. He's talking about Liam. You've always been like that, stupid enough to try and save what's already rotting. Thing on your finger, that's Liam's, isn't it? I gave my hand a guilty look. This damned ring was cursing me yet again. He gave it to you before you left. That's not what you think. I was supposed to return it today. Doesn't matter what the story behind it is. The fact that you have it, wearing it, says a lot. It tells me things you're trying not to say. I wanted to cry. This wasn't supposed to happen. I was trying to avoid this. Joel, you have to say it. I'm not going to be satisfied otherwise. I know you needed to hear it. This was just so hard and cruel. You didn't deserve it, and yet, after all this, you were still giving me courage. It didn't matter that I was going against you and your wishes. Somehow, you had found the strength to help me nonetheless. I'm going to stick around Liam for a little longer because that's where I'm needed. I don't know what I can do. I don't know if it's going to work out. Hell, I'm already regretting it just by saying it to you. But, can you wait for me? Am I allowed to make a selfish request to you? My plea received no answer, and I was drowning in that silence he created. The car kept moving, bumping on the asphalt with its engine rumbling as we drove by the buildings. I can't answer yet. Forgive me. I'm going to figure it out, I guess. Liam's words echoed in the back of my head. For the first time, I truly felt suffocated. I was afraid of what was going to happen when we reached our destination. They were going to see each other, and I didn't have enough time to prevent it. Liam was conveniently sitting in the middle of the room eating fried rice without a care in the world. How? The emotional whiplash. Okay. We go from fucking emotional damage with Ryan, where we are going against him because He just wants to keep us safe, and we are going against him to fucking eat Liam eating fried rice. How? Oh my god. Emotional whiplash. Liam was conveniently sitting in the middle of the room eating fried rice without a care in the world. You could recognize him from the entrance, not the slight chance of mistaking him for a customer. Ryan didn't move and stared at him. I could feel the anger growing, a dark stare in Liam's direction. Are you going to take this away from me too? He just waved at us, completely unaware of what was happening here. I can make him leave, just give me a second, okay? I fast-paced towards him, scared of turning back to see the look on Ryan's face.
Yo!
You need to go.
What? I just got here!
It's a casual Wednesday morning eating fried rice.
Why is Ryan sending me death stares?
I was trying to process the situation, the way he was speaking, the calm demeanor, his utter lack of understanding.
I think I got too much fried rice. Want some? I asked Russell if he could make sushi, and he told me no.
You don't know? Are you playing dumb?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Is Ryan going to stand near the entrance the entire time?
Listen, I don't have enough time to explain. You've got to trust me on this one. Leave immediately. Stay away from Ryan for a little bit. I can tell you everything when we get to class.
Why? I don't understand. I didn't do anything to cause him to get mad at me.
You can stay. I don't care. Okay, Ryan, I get it. Liam pissed you off. However, right now, you're being an asshole. Okay? I love you, Ryan. I love you to death. I will always love you. However, you're being an asshole right now. Ryan was towering over us from behind, a truly frightening moment, seconds away from escalating into irreparable damage. Liam and I just blanked out, unable to say anything in return. He walked past us towards the counter and sat down.
Something's wrong.
That much was obvious to me. Liam grabbed the hand captured by his ring and tried pulling.
Oh, damn! This is also wrong.
You truly are an expert at figuring things out.
No matter the situation, you can still act petty. I'm going away now. You deal with whatever that is.
I felt bad for kicking him out like that. Ryan got what he wanted because I was too afraid to fight against it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Ryan, you do not get to sit there and fucking cry. Okay? You were being an asshole. Everyone could see that. You were being an asshole. You got what you wanted. Yes, I am upset that you are crying. I don't like seeing characters cry. I both love it and hate it. However, just... The room was quiet once again. Neither of us felt like saying anything until Russell came back to greet us. Good morning. Oh, shut the fuck up, Russell. He glanced behind us where Liam was supposed to be. I'll get breakfast started. Thanks. Another wave of silence, dampened by the sizzling of Russell's pan. I saw a wall forming between us, something I couldn't break through. This place is always quiet. That changes when you two are around. It's hard to believe I'm not alone right now. Russell plated our food and opened the sink to wash the things he had used. It doesn't feel the same when I don't hear you bickering over silly things. When I saw Ryan staring at his food rather than eating it, something inside me broke. How hurt did you have to be to refuse something you always looked forward to? Why are you trying so hard to make me choose? I'm not leaving you behind. I'm not picking Liam over you. I'm just trying to be nice to him. Is that the ring? Is this the reason you've been freaking out? I know you heard our discussion. Is it really stuck? Yes! Do you think I want to wear this? You still decided to put it on in the first place. Because Liam told me it would keep my nightmares away. Oh! 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 That's what gets you to calm down? That's what gets you to calm down? Ryan's expression changed as he turned in my direction, and when our eyes met, his widened. Nightmares? Have you been having bad dreams lately? No! No! You do not get to be worried. You do not get to be fucking worried. I will put you in the corner with Russell. I love you to death, Ryan. I love you to death. But I will put you in the corner. Nightmares? Have you been having nightmares? Have you been having bad dreams lately? Last night only. Probably the castle exploration freaked me out a little. Managed to catch some sleep with this. I don't know why, now it's stuck. It doesn't mean anything to you. Oh! Oh! No, it doesn't! Ryan wanted to believe me. I could see it written all over his face, but he seemed hesitant to do so. Have I ever broken your trust all these years we spent together? No. Then give me some credit. Why should I lie to you? I gain nothing from it. Ryan turned back to his sandwiches and, without saying anything, began eating. I felt relief, soon confirmed by his appetite returning to normal the more he bit into his food. So, about the ring. Have you tried? Yes, I did. What about? I'm trying not to break it. Okay, then I'm going to pull it. I literally just said that I'd like to safely return it to Liam. What if you can't get it out? You'll have to break it. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Thanks to Russell, I had managed to poke a hole in that wall dividing us. Thank you for the food. Your change. Keep it. I was too exhausted to fight him on the bill as well, and he did deserve that tip. We both said our goodbyes to Russell and walked back to the car.
It's time to drink water.
But now knowing
It's time
what
to drink
Ryan
water. thought... It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
But now knowing what Ryan thought, it's a little more understandable. It's a little more understandable. But that doesn't change the fact that you were being an absolute asshole. I was thinking, it's been a while since we last hung out together. I'd like to go somewhere fun, maybe today or tomorrow, just like old times. I get it. You can organize something, just the two of us. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be as simple as a movie night or gaming and maybe a sleepover. I snorted, causing him to raise his voice in defense. Why are you laughing now? It felt like you had these already planned and now got your chance to say it. Even if that were true, which it isn't, by the way. I don't see how that would make you laugh. I didn't laugh to make fun of you. I actually think this is incredibly sweet and nice. Just like old times, huh? Things were different back then. We were just kids. We had no ulterior motives. We just wanted to play, laugh, and wrestle. You always liked wrestling me. For
I
my growth
refuse to
spurt-
believe that that's Ryan right in front of us. He's really just an eye.
Yeah, that was my favorite activity. Now you just crush me. We just enjoyed everything. Nothing we ever did looked weird, strange, or gay. We were just us. Nothing else. I wish I could go back when we were happy kids having fun together. Now you need to get stronger and challenge me again. No thanks, find someone your size to play with. It's not the same, it has to be you. I blushed first, then Ryan followed after. That's it. This was the problem. A problem I couldn't remove. I'd walk you to class, but I know. Will I see you at lunch at least? Yeah, I think so. The car came to a halt right in front of the university. I didn't think much about it. Maybe he'd planned to quickly drop me off in park afterwards. I waved again and we both exchanged a tired smile. A simple sign of wanting to move on and not letting what happened drag us down. And then he left, leaving me with many doubts and no certainties. I hope you're coming back. This was going to be an exception, something you'd never see me doing unless an emergency would prompt me first. I stared at it, took a deep breath, and called the elevator myself. Without anyone shoving me in it. Yay! 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 Yay, Joel! Congratulations! Yay! Hip hip hooray! I stared at it, took a deep breath, and called the elevator. Yeah, I already read that. It wasn't so bad this time, probably too exhausted to care about stinky, sweaty people being too close to me. Liam was waiting for me right outside, repeatedly tapping the floor in an impatient motion. I'm here.
Hey.
Lynx looked behind me, worried and wary. He didn't come. I'm not even sure he's coming to class today.
Woo! Still alive.
We need to talk.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
What have you done to Ryan?
I'm telling you, nothing.
What do you mean nothing? He told you two went on a screaming match, that you called him names and dragged my name.
That's not true at all.
I am gonna ask this again. What's everyone's favorite cake flavor that's not furry ass cake that you desire?
I'm basic as hell. Chocolate. That's it. That's it. Just chocolate cake. Layer it with some buttercream frosting. Like some buttercream vanilla frosting or some shit. Maybe some sprinkles. And it's just fucking delicious. God damn it, I want cake now. Vanilla is delicious. Y'all are some basic bitches. I swear to God. I swear to God. If you saw my day-to-day life outside of stream, because I'm fucking boring. I'm fucking boring.
That's not true at all.
I've never seen him this mad before. At least not since we were kids.
Why? What happened?
I'm not supposed to be the one speaking right now.
What, do I need to make something up to fill in? I got nothing here.
You're telling me absolutely nothing happened at all. I can't believe that.
Something did happen, but not in the way Ryan described it to you.
Then why wouldn't you say it from the start?
I think he was counting on my silence. This isn't a conversation I'd planned to share with you. But I'm willing to say it. I can't have you turn your back on me now.
You have to tell me what's going on with that castle.
What do you mean? It's just an old castle.
You think I'm stupid? There shouldn't have been a castle here to begin with.
I never said you were, but if you claim that, why not stop us sooner?
I thought maybe I was mistaken, that maybe I just hadn't seen it before. You knew you'd find it. You were being too confident.
Aw, you think too highly of me.
Stop making fun of me. This is serious.
How so? We looked around and got out.
What the fuck, Liam? Have you seen everyone's faces?
It can be scary to explore things at night.
And Joel? Is that normal for him to return the way he did?
Yo, that's a fever. How am I the cause for that? He shouldn't have pushed himself so hard.
You did that! You pushed him to that level!
Alright, sure, Mr. Bear. Everything you say.
I'm not letting this happen again. Stay the fuck away from him. If you want to ruin your life, go ahead. Leave us out of it. Things just started getting better.
You're free to refuse. Everyone else is. I don't remember holding you at gunpoint and ordering you to come along.
Tell Joel you don't want him to come anymore. I know you want to return here again.
See? The truth is slowly creeping up. You give no shit about the others. Just Joel.
I'm sure that everyone will back off too.
Of course, yeah. But Joel wouldn't. That's so fucked up, you know that? Controlling, obsessive, subtle manipulation behind a pretty face. You're just a stalker.
You don't know anything. You don't understand anything. Get out of our lives.
Joel has to decide, not you. You have no right to do that for him.
He will thank me later. I don't care if he ends up hating me. I'd do anything to protect him. Anything.
You have to let him go. You're becoming his prison. Can't you see that?
I love him. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You're the one fucking everything up. Our lives sucked. People hated us, betrayed us. Not even our families would support us. We only had each other. We only have each other. I won't let you take him away from me. Not you. Not you. Not you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You won't get away with this. I won't let you. Okay, wow. No. Ryan wouldn't say that. The moment his story ended and my words left my mouth, I found myself tearing up.
Listen, I get it. It's hard to believe. This is the truth. I told you that I wouldn't lie to you anymore, and all you needed to do was to believe me.
He's not like that. He's kind, supportive, and always helps me.
I don't understand those feelings. The more you try defending him, the weirder I feel. Something inside me brewing that pains me.
Whenever I'm sad, he'd do his best to make me smile. His presence alone gives me courage. The strength to face my life comes from him. Yeah, no. Ryan, you're adorable. I love you to death. But it's giving Leo Alvarez. It's giving you're wanting Joel to become your Chula. Go to the corner. Go to the Russell corner. You know, Ryan, go to the corner and think about your life. So I'm the one who doesn't understand. Why would he do this? That's not like him at all. You said things only Ryan would know. I didn't tell anyone anything about my life, but the way he said them... I'm sorry. I need a moment. Before he could say anything, I left. Even closed the door on him in case he'd think of chasing me. I felt vulnerable, on the verge of tears, and I didn't want anyone to see it. From the very beginning, I was on edge, and that was the
Writing
final
in
straw.
my death note again, death to Ryan.
Don't kill Ryan. Don't kill Ryan. He needs therapy. My heart sunk and tears streamed down my face. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I understand where Ryan is coming from. I understand. I know what it is like to be in a community that does not accept you for who you are. Ah, shit, did stream die? Ah, shit. Hang on. But no. I do understand what it is like to come from a community where you do not belong, where they do not accept you for who you are. I understand that. I shouldn't, but I do. And the fact is that if you only have one person... Wait, I should probably wait for the ad to stop, sorry. The fact is, back to it. The fact is, if you only have one person...
Clingy slut Ryan doesn't fully deserve Joel's love and respect. He's full yandere, he's gone full psycho, and I just hate that trope in novels or movies for that matter.
I'm actually explaining why. It could be that Ryan has become emotionally attached to Joel. It's not healthy, it's actually incredibly fucking toxic, but given what we know about them, it's extremely understandable that he's acting the way he is. Because look at Leo Alvarez. Look at him and Chase. All they had was each other. Because Carl, he was off getting fucked up. Jenna fucking dipped. TJ wouldn't truly understand, and Flynn was an asshole. At the end of the day, all Chase and Leo had was each other. At the end of the day. And if we look at how Ryan is acting, it's clear at the end of the day, all Ryan and Joel had were each other. It could be that they have sort of developed a sort of codependency on each other. They may have developed a sort of codependency on each other. And now that things are changing, Ryan is extremely fucking scared of it. Ryan may be scared of change. Yeah, we should probably return back to the story. Just think about that. It could just be change. From the very beginning, I was on edge and this was the final straw. My heart sunk and tears streamed down my face. I lowered my hat, attempting some damage control, but I just couldn't be stopped anymore. My body targeted the closest bathroom in sight and shoved myself inside. Didn't have much of a choice in that matter. I looked around, checking for people, only to see myself in the mirror. Just me, nothing else. A sob escaped me, feeling like I was about to reach my limit. I slowly let it out and grabbed a tissue. The fear of being heard was still strong in my mind, and as much as I wanted to be louder, I just couldn't. I drowned all the noise between my hands and as I kept pouring my pain out. The door suddenly opened, freezing me on the spot as I stared at whoever had just walked in. Yeah, don't worry, Blake was speaking with someone on the phone, only to stop when our eyes met. I'll call you later. I was able to understand his behavior because of the mirror in front of me. The red hue was spreading across my face, giving me a miserable look. He stayed quiet, closing the door, and slowly got closer. Do you want to talk about it? I didn't know what to say. There were so many things I didn't fully understand yet. The ring is new. I'll be fine. Thanks for checking on me. Should I let Ryan know? No! I subconsciously shouted, only to immediately regret it. Hearing his name brought back all the pain I was trying so hard to throw away. Joel, tell me everything, from the beginning. My suffering wasn't going away because I kept lashing out at myself. I needed someone to listen. I needed someone to help me stand. Fine. My legs soon gave up to my weight and Blake gently dragged me near the window so I could lay against the wall. I told him everything I could think of. My mind just fully opened up for him as I shared the past few days to Blake. He lit up a smoke and listened to it all in silence. I'd see him perk up and react to certain things, mostly Liam, but allowed me to speak first. When I was done, I felt empty, like something had sucked all the life out of my body. One way or another, Liam is always involved. I know you never liked him, that's why I was hesitant to tell you about this. My voice was weak and the words lacked any emotion behind it. Do you know why? You don't seem to know the real story behind it. He turned around and pointed at the scar across his eyebrow. I was this close to losing this eye thanks to one of his pranks. He decided it'd be funny to let a wildcat loose on campus, and to protect a girl, I stepped in and captured it. And that just goes back to codependency. That just goes back to my codependency theory. I need to, sit down and actually figure this out. Shit. I'll write a fucking essay on it. Son of a bitch, I should probably write an essay on it. Trying to figure out the codependency between Ryan and Joel. MLA format. You decided it'd be funny to let a wildcat loose on campus, and to protect the girl, I stepped in and captured it. I see. That sounds bad. I paused, needing more time to speak. But it doesn't sound like something Liam would do. Why not? People witnessed someone who looked like Liam releasing this cat. You should talk to him about it. I took another pause. But speak to him like you would to me. It's useless. He's never going to do that. We broke that bridge a long time ago. Oh, you're welcome. I was too tired. He kept talking, but I couldn't understand a single word. It was just noise. Until I stopped hearing altogether. White ceiling, the warmth and embrace of bed sheets, and a terrible bitterness in my mouth. What happened before was just a nightmare then. I was in my room, finally waking up from that awful dream I was having. I stretched, yawned a bit, and then looked around only to be met with the harsh reality.
Eh?
I immediately replayed the last memory I had and locked on Blake. You collapsed from stress and probably lack of sleep. I carried you here. It's so embarrassing. I couldn't be this messy, shameful. Dragging my hat down for protection.
It's weird, though. This shouldn't have happened again.
Again? I couldn't help but notice the unusual pairing standing between me, considering I was well aware of what they thought of each other.
We were waiting for you to wake up first to continue our discussion.
Let's say we agreed on a temporary truce, something I didn't think I would do. Life can be unpredictable.
I honestly wanted to fuck with them way more before conceding, but I'm setting that aside. You're more important.
Most of what he said is true, I guess. I was already hidden away by my head, but now I wanted to sink deeper in it. They were being insanely cute right now. Ryan doesn't have a right to be this overprotective of Joel. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a right to be that overprotective of him. I agree with you there. He doesn't have the right to. How much did I sleep? 2 hours. You basically skipped all classes. Fuck! I'm gonna get in trouble for that.
I got you, don't worry. I recorded them all for you. The advantage of being in the same career path.
You're a lifesaver. I can't afford to lose my lessons like that. Haven't you been standing here like this for the entire time? Not exactly. At first we talked things out, kinda, then we took turns watching you.
You just happened to wake up when we were about to swap.
I see.
We should discuss this castle first, if that's what concerns you both the most.
I don't fully believe what I was told, but you committed to this for too long to be a joke. It's either true or you've lost your mind. I'm going to pretend this is true for now and be disappointed in you. He's right. We could have gotten seriously hurt or worse.
You think I'd let you waltz in and die? I didn't feel any hostility, so I took the opportunity of sending you all away. I needed access. You gave it to me now. You're free to ditch me tonight.
You're still thinking about going in there? What do you mean, access?
The castle doesn't allow everyone in. It's seeking specific targets. That's why I needed a big party in the forest.
You want to go no matter what?
I want to find my sister. That's all I care about.
But Liam, even if you do find her, it's been years already. She's most likely... He placed his hand in front of my face to stop me from finishing that sentence.
No, please, I don't want to hear it. I know. I'll never find peace until I see her one more time. And then I'll finally be able to move on. I'll destroy that castle tonight.
I'm holding off some questions for later. You're planning to have a similar speech during lunch anyway.
You can also hold off from deciding right now, Joel.
We could stay here and be safe.
I've been waiting for this opportunity ever since I enrolled here. Forgive me.
I can't change your mind, I know that. It's getting late. I'll head into the cafeteria first to see what the others are up to.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. Feels weird.
You're going to get used to it.
How dangerous is this castle? You're not going to get my help without it.
I don't know that. I'm sorry. The letter I received, the items it gave me, and the rumors I met don't match with what we saw yesterday.
You mentioned people.
Ghosts, actually. I didn't think you'd believe me, so I made it sound easier to digest.
I guess I can accept that for now. There's already a lot going on. I smiled, gently tugging on his shirt and getting him closer to me. I'm proud of you, Liam.
Proud of what? You're currently laying in this bed because of me.
And it's very comfortable. I didn't expect the infirmary to have such quality beds. He rolled his eyes hearing that, and I chuckled in return.
Idiot.
Seeing you talking with Blake like that made me really happy. I'm serious. I'm sad to have missed most of it, though.
Oh no, what a shame.
Just give me your hand already. He reached for the ring, still stuck in the same place I left it before. Did you find a way to get it off me?
I did some research on the matter and found something interesting.
Tried pulling it. Same result. Nothing changed. Then he attempted spinning the ring, and I immediately pulled my hand away from him. No, stop! A stinging pain came from my finger, comparable to a fracture minus the cracking sound. I subconsciously tried moving and flexing it to make sure it wasn't actually broken. What was that?
My ring is supposed to be a protective charm against evil. That's why I gave it to you.
Liam reached for my chest and touched my pecs, or at least what little I had there. God damn! God damn! Liam! My face flushed red as I tried making some space between us.
I'm checking something. Stop squirming like that.
Yeah! You are checking something! People ask for permission first.
Dude, you're fully dressed and you're wearing a jacket. Get over yourself.
You better have a good explanation for this. What little pecs, Joel? They're alright. I've got bigger tits than Joel. You better have a good explanation for this. Liam moved away and I remembered how to breathe.
I do now.
He didn't follow up on that and just left me hanging. So...
You're sealed, Joel. That's what it means.
I squinted, unable to comprehend that sentence.
Listen, today's been quite hectic and we're nowhere done yet. How much can I tell you without overloading your brain? Aren't you overwhelmed enough? There's no time to go in depth.
This isn't just about the castle, though. It's about me. Do I not deserve to learn stuff about myself?
It's not the seal itself the problem. The real problem is the questions that come
You
afterwards.
guys can do the dirty later.
Alright, I'm gonna hold off on those now. We can continue this discussion later as well. Liam sighed, looked at his phone, and turned back to me.
Seals are containers. They're used to protect people or to fight ghosts. Mediums usually seal themselves to lock away their abilities and live normal lives again.
That doesn't make any sense.
Seals can only be applied with consent. That's what makes this even weirder.
Are you really sure about this theory?
At first, I thought you were going through an awakening, but I was wrong.
Am I a medium too? Is that it?
Yes, Joel. You are, but you're not. Someone sealed them away from you, and now they're leaking out. You're in this weird limbo between two worlds, and your body couldn't deal with it. That is until you got my ring. Your seal is using it to reinforce that control, and now it's stuck.
I see why you said it'd be hard to explain. I already forgot some things. How do I remove it?
You'll have to break the ring. There's no other way.
What? No!
You either break the ring or the seal itself, but I can't and don't want to do that.
Why not? Am I going to die or something?
You'd simply become a medium like me, but we don't know why you're sealed. My job isn't fun. You're better off staying the way you are now. You can trust me on this.
It really was too much for me to process, but hey, at least I didn't feel like dying anymore. We consider that an improvement. We need to go to the cafeteria.
There it is, the dreadful meeting with Ryan. I'm excited to see him.
I didn't want to talk to him. I wasn't ready. My default reaction always boiled down to running away until cornered. Liam swung the doors open and led me to the other side. Ryan looked exactly the way I thought he would. A big, caring smile that showed no malice. Someone who clearly just wanted the best for you. How? How can someone like that become so unhinged? His goofy expression faded away when I didn't meet the expected reaction. I don't know if I looked upset, just thinking about it was bringing back those feelings. Liam and I joined the others, sat down at the table, and after greeting them all, began eating. Ryan opened his bag, took a good sniff of his food, and shared it with me. This one's really good. I made your favorite. Thanks. Is everything alright? I saw you walking with Liam, and from the way you're acting, I can feel something's wrong. I'm just tired, not enough sleep, I guess. Sorry for how I acted before. You're absolutely not at fault here, but I sure did act like I was blaming you too. I'm over it. Don't think about it. I stared at a sandwich with non-existent appetite. The idea of eating his food was making me feel sick rather than hungry. Ryan was going to notice. I forced it in and fought against my gag reflex. A tired smile was all I could muster to appease the bear. His presence was bothering so much, I couldn't get into any conversation at all because he'd chime in too. We ended up being quiet the entirety of our meal together as I waited for Liam to say what he had to say. Maybe we should go home earlier? I could drive you there. Can you, give me some space? I'm sorry. I hated feeling like I was in the wrong. I wasn't. He's just too much for me to handle.
Can I have your attention for a second? I wanted to discuss what happened yesterday and ask for your help.
Ryan's face immediately darkened upon hearing Liam speaking. A switch had been flipped, eyes filled with anger and hate. I was looking forward to this moment. I also have a few things I wanted to discuss with you. I have my share of questions, too.
I'll go first. If my speech doesn't cover it, you can ask me afterwards.
Just hurry the fuck up. I've got things to do here.
It's not easy to talk about it. But you'll most likely think I'm lying or I'm trying to play a sick joke on you all. I was fine with that. It didn't matter to me, but you tried understanding me, and I should try the same, I guess.
Oh, that warms my heart.
The castle is the result of a curse that targets specific people, lures them in, and most likely kills them.
Ryan loudly coughed. The water he had been drinking entered the wrong pipe. I was impressed, extremely shocked, but impressed he came through and said it out loud to everyone. And you sent us to a place like that? The tiger badly freaked out, diving under the table looking for protection. I know you're trying to be honest about it, but you forgot Patrice.
You should know too. I don't want him coming with me unaware.
Keep going. You have more to say, don't you?
The castle has been killing people for a while now, and we couldn't figure out how to get inside. I'm really sorry for using you.
You can't just walk in alone.
I told you the castle is picking its prey. I couldn't get in without someone showing me the way first.
That was very irresponsible of you. Bringing unsupervised, inexperienced people on such a dangerous mission. Why are we all treating this as the truth? I'm letting him speak because it's genuinely interesting, but this is basically fiction.
I don't care whether you believe me or not. What's important is that you know my reasons, my motivations, and why I'm doing this.
Liam eyed Dylan, and the crocodile promptly dropped a gym bag onto the table. We all stared at the wide selection of weapons hidden inside. You really didn't have to show so much. You may not believe it, but he sure does.
I'm a medium. It's my job to deal with curses, exorcism, and stuff. I also have charms, purified water, and other junk in there.
Why do you need our help? This is shaping up to be a deadly exploration. I don't think any of us is suited for this. Yeah, call the police or something. We're good here. the police wouldn't take this situation seriously.
I don't need your help. I'm mostly coming clean and letting you know what I'm about to do. Many people, including students from this college, have disappeared. I need to stop this.
Since when? You've never been a hero. You're just a selfish guy who only cares about himself.
You're not completely wrong. I get paid, and when I say that, I mean a lot. But money isn't the only reason. Don't get me wrong. It's an already strong case, but the primary reason I'm doing it is revenge. I have an older sister. Maybe used to, I guess. I discovered that the castle might have been the last place she visited. She went missing years ago, and, well, she meant the world to me. She was family. Real family. That's the whole story. I'm going there tonight to finish the job.
Are you going alone? I'll be there too. Is that why you're always snooping around Liam? Because you two do that medium business together? Yup. Dylan's also vouching for Liam, but still, this is hard to believe.
Want to come and see us in action? That was the first draft of my plan.
That's it? We were just an audience for you?
Depends. Some of you could have been really useful because curses don't rely on muscles all the time. Having someone as smart as Clyde would have been helpful.
I'd like to assist you, but we should discuss safety first. Clyde, he literally said you could die. Technically, anything we do could lead to death. It's all about knowing what to do, right?
I do know how to keep you safe. You just need to trust me and you should be fine.
See? He seems to have it all figured out. Well, too bad. I don't trust you, neither should you guys. This whole thing's weird, super dangerous. True!
I don't care. You weren't included to begin with. My offer was aimed at them. Have you decided? Are you coming with me tonight?
Should we help him? Well, I mean, we don't have a choice, so yeah. Liam threw everything out, and I honestly wish to praise him for that. First, I was hesitant to assist him. I'm not a hero. I leave that stuff to others. There's always been something I've been missing, something I was looking for that I didn't understand. I wanted to go and learn more about myself. The only way for me to do that was joining him and seeing with my own eyes. I'm coming with you. What? That scream caught us all off guard. Ryan himself looked down with shame. Want to witness this firsthand. Count me in. Oh, shut the fuck up, Russell. You all have lost your minds! The tiger would pop his head out of the table to say one sentence and hide back in. What do you think, Clyde? Well, I've given this a lot of thought. Please don't be upset, okay? I'm going, so you should probably do the same, right? Clyde blinked at him. The way he answered derailed his thoughts completely. You want to? That's unexpected. I was mostly worried about safety, same as you. You seemed confident in that department.
It's all about listening to me. If you can do that, yeah, you're gonna be fine.
And Russell. Russell can stay behind as well. He doesn't deserve to see the other ghosts. He doesn't deserve to see them.
I love listening to me. If you can do that, yeah, you're gonna be fine. Under different circumstances, I would have said no.
I wonder if ghosts really exist. Show me that and you'll get to ask me anything you want. Shut the hell up, Russell. You should stay behind. With that attitude and the shit you're doing, no, you don't get to see a ghost. His ears perked up as he leaned closer to Russell with a playful tone.
Sushi? Yeah? Pretty please.
Fine, I'll give it a try. I'd like to come as well. Ryan shyly chimed in, giving off the same energy I'd give with my hat hiding my face.
Why? You were clearly against the idea.
I'm not letting you drive everyone into danger like that. You expect me to just wait for you to come back? Ryan inched closer to Liam, getting back into that aggressive behavior he exhibited earlier.
I personally prefer if you wouldn't come at all. You're giving me a weird vibe.
The lynx didn't let Ryan intimidate him this time around and puffed his chest in response. Please don't say that. He should join us if he wants to. I placed my arms between them, not wanting to escalate now that we were done. Liam sighed and backed off. Ryan did the same shortly after.
Sure, if you're okay with that, I'll step aside.
Liam dragged himself away from the table and stood up, tired but somehow relieved.
Almost done. Just one more thing left to settle.
Wait a moment. There's something I'd like you to see. Clyde quickly reached out only for Blake to hold him with his hand. Don't worry. That's what he meant. He looked at both Blake and Liam, weirded out by the way they acted. I'm confused. I thought you were against this, which is why I was hesitant. I'll explain once we get to your office. Things have changed. It's so weird seeing Liam and Blake being buddy-buddy with each other. After Clyde, I also stood up, intending to see what this conversation was about. Joel, wait, before you go. What? We stared into each other's eyes, and through the small reflection in his, I could see myself in the disappointed look I carried. Doesn't matter, I guess. I'll look after Patrice, that's all. I don't need a babysitter! The tiger roared from below, still clinging to the table's base. Then get out from under the table. No! Ha! After me, the only one who also stood up was Dylan. The others stayed behind and we hurried back to the office. Crocodile quickly took charge, leading the group as he shielded Clyde from the usual harassment he'd get from all the students crossing paths with him. He was basically doing guard duty, growling and glaring at whoever tried approaching Clyde. The two were quite the unusual pair, garnering attention from nearby students who stared at them with a look of surprise, confusion, and disdain. Name came up on top, having heard it from multiple people. Like a title, but a negative one. They kept referring to Dylan as mercenary. Either that or nothing at all. Mal was fortunate enough to receive simple stares. This could have been nuclear for my social anxiety, and with a sigh, I slowed down to match Liam's pacing. Clyde's office felt really cozy, being able to sit down, away from people. That's all I needed. Dylan was the only one who refused Clyde's offer and placed himself against the wall near the window. I knew he was staring at the fridge hiding in the corner. I have a feeling I'm the only one out of the loop here.
Joel.
Liam pointed at me, then Blake did the same. Absolutely, Joel. But I wasn't even awake during that time! Seeing you two joke this way gives me hope. I'm glad. He offered me a good deal, and given the situation we were in, decided to accept it.
We both knew you were after my confession, so I'm speeding things up.
Oh, seems like I won't need to add anything else. I gave him a week. If he can prove he didn't do it, then I'll personally apologize.
And if I fail, he gets what he wants. I'll see myself out and take the boot.
That's reasonable. Allow me to provide you with the documents we collected about these accidents.
There's more?
Mine was the worst one so far, but yeah, we had more cases about you. Boring! Where's the bloodshed?
Just eat your pudding!
Can I ask, how did you achieve this, Joel? Never dreamed of seeing it happen, at least not this fast. All it took was finding me on the floor unconscious. Today really is full of surprises. I hope you're fine now. Better than before, for sure. Clyde dug up in his bag and pulled out a book, the thing he had mentioned before.
Oh no, don't tell me you took this from the castle.
Yeah, I did. Was I not supposed to? You'll never believe what I discovered after analyzing it.
Thank God you agreed to join me tonight, otherwise you were forced to regardless.
Why? Now I'm feeling I've committed a mistake.
I can't fault you for that. I didn't tell you either. Never, under any circumstance, take something from a cursed location home.
Don't be so alarmed. Nothing happened that alarmed me. That implies something else happened. About that. Clyde opened the book and showed us, rather than explaining it. We all inched closer to see what was up with it. Blank pages filled this old book, absolutely nothing inside. That's not funny, Clyde. As to prove Blake wrong, the book took life of its own. The empty pages were now filled with a reddish liquid. Ha! Ha! Get fucked, Blake! Okay, what the fuck? I felt nauseous for some reason. The desire to look away was strong, but my body disobeyed me. My eyes were glued to it, unable to stop myself. More and more sentences filled those pages. Disconnected thoughts, prayers, insults, cries, and curses until no more space was available. My head began pounding. The exact experience I went through at the castle, but weaker. I was capable of managing it this time around. The book didn't stop. New words would cover already existing ones until the entirety became a big red mess. Liam closed it shut before the liquid would leak onto the desk. When he did that, I felt much better. The pain disappeared almost immediately.
Seems like you brought proof yourself, Clyde.
I was startled when I first witnessed it myself because I was told this is a generic book you can buy at any store, not even acknowledging its age.
Not everyone can see it. I told you.
Then why can we?
You enter the castle. People who cross inside can temporarily see the underworld.
What should we expect tonight?
I'm hoping mainly ghosts, but, well, most likely dead bodies and bones.
I can't believe you're saying that so casually.
At some point you get used to it. You can't afford to waste time every time you see one. Don't worry, I'll scout first and make sure nothing traumatizing is on the way. If everything's clear, I'll have you join me.
Yeah, at this point, I would have preferred this entire thing being a joke. Are we done here? We have to prepare our supplies for tonight.
I know, give me a moment. Give me a minute. You can start heading out first.
You get 5 minutes! We were all speechless, tired, and overwhelmed by the things we learned today. Clyde kept staring at the book with curiosity and disgust, poking it with a pen, afraid of getting in contact with that liquid. It's not blood, right? Nobody had the necessary strength to either agree or disagree with this statement.
Y'all should take the opportunity to rest and prepare now. I think you've had enough shit thrown your way for now.
If we wouldn't be so busy, yeah. I'm slowly starting to understand the desire of having a day off. I'm okay-ish, but after going through your recordings, I'm giving myself another power nap.
We're meeting up at Russell's place to discuss our plan moving forward.
Liam's side looked in our direction one more time and opened the door.
That's all for now.
Are you going out? We could walk together for a bit.
Sure, until we get to Dylan, then we're splitting up.
See you later, then. Take care. We left, and for a little bit, neither said a single word. This silence was healing and comforting us. We must have been really fatigued, having to talk so much. The right thing was always a hard choice. That didn't last long as my thoughts trailed to Ryan. He was there, in the back of my mind. Unfinished business. Yeah, I didn't feel like addressing this yet, so soon. I don't know what to do with Ryan.
Maybe take care of it another day. Something tells me everything will be fine after I'm done with this job.
You sound so confident about it.
I'm an average man, to be honest.
Wait, no, I read that wrong.
I'm an average man, TBH. I feel like anything I do, someone else just does it better than me. My job as a medium is that one thing I do that nobody can.
Yeah, but from the things we've learned so far, it's not a good job. There's too much death in it.
The perks are great, though. Money stopped being a problem, and now I can do anything I want.
For some reason, I wasn't convinced. How he spoke about it rubbed me the wrong way.
We can go somewhere nice afterwards to wash off that bitterness. I'll invite everyone and cover it all myself.
Isn't that going to be expensive as fuck?
You'll see. This job is life-changing. I'm going to give back for, let's say, damages.
Dylan was laying against the gate with his bike right next to him. I was about to leave. He grunted, sending glares to us both.
My bad, I'm here now.
He raised his hands and, as we got closer to him, resumed speaking.
Anyway, stop overthinking things. You have nothing to be worried about. Me and Dylan got you covered.
He walked up to Dylan, placed himself next to him, and finger-gunned in my direction. Show off! Dylan rolled his eyes, annoyed. His face clearly said, I don't want to be here. I smiled. Somehow his silly display reassured me. He's been working hard, and I didn't want to hold him back. Fine. I trust you. Liam jumped on Dylan's bike. The engine revved as he was about to drive off.
Great, that's what I want to hear.
The crocodile headed towards the road, ignoring the fact we were still talking.
Later!
He yelled a half-assed goodbye before disappearing behind the cars, leaving me alone on that sidewalk. I yawned, feeling the fatigue creeping up on me yet again, and without anyone to help me, I didn't want to collapse again. And that is... Son of a bitch. Hang on. And that is Moonlight Castle. You know what? We'll finish it for now. And you already know what time it is. I gotta dig myself deeper into the hole. You already know what time it is. Fucking tired. I'm fucking tired. I need to go to bed. God, Liam sounds like Roswell and Alex voices together. Funny thing about that, it's the same fucking voice. It's the same fucking voice. Hang on. Let me go there. That's copyrighted, but I can play it because I made it. Hang on. You just community tab, and I'm turning on the display capture. Okay. We finished everything in Moonlight Castle so far. What game should we do next? There's over 700 videos on this channel, and most of them relate to visual novels. There's like 3 or 4 that don't. Text poll. Okay, I'm putting psychic connections. I'm putting psychic connections, my guy. I'm putting psychic connections. Psychic connections. I'm gonna put my own recommendation already. Arches. Cieni. I haven't heard of that one. I haven't heard of that one. Cieni Vian. Oh shit, not the Twitter. Not the Twitter. Okay. This looks interesting. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. What should be this one? Because the last one, I'm going to put something different that nobody's expecting. That nobody's expecting on the last one. What should the fourth one be? Ah! Yeah. What should the fourth one be? Ah! I refuse to cover extracurricular activities, by the way. Yeah, I'll put Dawn Chorus. And just for the hell of it, because I kind of want to switch things up a bit, even though I know it's probably not going to get voted for. Just for the hell of it, Omori. I'm going to put Omori there. Well, is there any of them that needs changed? Do we need to change any of them? I fucking love Omori. Yep. And alrighty. Well, I'm tired. RTF, that's gonna get updated any day now. And stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.